The drama surrounding Manny Pacquiao and Ruslan Provodnikov was never just about punches. It was about pride forged in poverty, about power carved out of frozen Siberian mornings, about two former world champions stepping back under the blinding lights to prove that legacy does not fade quietly. On April 18, 2026, inside the roaring Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas, the atmosphere felt less like an exhibition and more like a reckoning. The records would not change. The belts were not on the line, but pride, identity, and history were very much at stake. The crowd rose as the first notes of anticipation thundered through the arena. From the shadows emerged the Siberian force, the man known as the Siberian Rocky, Ruslan Provodnikov. Born in the unforgiving cold of Berezyovo, Russia, Provodnikov had built his name not on finesse, but on fury. A former WBO junior welterweight champion, he carried into the ring a record shaped by violence and resilience. 24 wins, 17 by knockout, each one a testament to his relentless will. He did not enter to outbox opponents. He entered to break them. Moments later, the energy shifted. A wave of noise rolled across the arena as Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao made his walk. Draped in red, carrying the pride of the Philippines on his shoulders, Pacquiao was more than a fighter. He was an institution, an 8-division world champion, a global pay-per-view phenomenon, and a symbol of hope for millions who saw their own struggles reflected in his rise from the streets of General Santos City. Long before the wealth, the fame, and the sold-out arenas, Pacquiao fought for survival. As a teenager, he boxed in small venues just to send money home. Hunger shaped him. Discipline sharpened him. Under the meticulous guidance of Freddie Roach at the Wild Card Gym in Los Angeles, he evolved from a raw, aggressive brawler into a master technician. His straight left hand became a weapon of precision. His footwork turned into a dance of angles. His combinations flowed like rapid-fire artillery. Over the years, he dismantled legends. He waged a trilogy war with Erik Morales. He stopped Miguel Cotto in a performance that blended savagery with surgical timing. He overwhelmed Oscar De La Hoya with speed that defied logic. From flyweight to welterweight, Pacquiao climbed weight classes with a fearlessness that stunned critics and rewrote boxing history. But across the ring stood a man who respected none of that history. Ruslan Provodnikov had earned global recognition in a brutal war with Timothy Bradley, a fight many believed he won. That night defined him. He absorbed punishment without retreat. He marched forward when others would have folded. Later, he captured the WBO light welterweight title, proving that his aggression was not just entertaining, it was championship caliber. Provodnikov's philosophy was simple: cut the ring, attack the body, throw compact hooks with destructive intent, endure whatever comes back. In his training camps, there was no obsession with style points. The focus was pressure drills, heavy bag power sessions, endurance sparring. His team prepared for warfare, not chess matches. As the opening bell rang in Las Vegas, the contrast was immediate. Pacquiao moved like a man who had mastered geometry inside the ropes. Lateral steps, sudden pivots, quick bursts of three-punch combinations. He darted in and out, tagging Provodnikov with sharp counters before sliding away. The early rounds belonged to rhythm and timing, and Pacquiao dictated both. Yet Provodnikov did not panic. He never did. Instead, he stalled. Each step forward was deliberate. He absorbed jabs and left hands, but his eyes never left Pacquiao's centerline. By the third round, he began targeting the body with thudding hooks, investing in damage that would pay dividends later. Every time he cornered Pacquiao near the ropes, the crowd leaned forward. Exchanges erupted. Gloves cracked against flesh. For brief, chaotic moments, finesse gave way to fury. Pacquiao's defense was never built around a static guard. It thrived on motion. He trusted angles over high hands. But that aggression, that instinct to exchange, sometimes left openings. Provodnikov searched for them relentlessly, waiting for a fraction of hesitation, a mistimed pivot, a half-second too long in the pocket. By the middle rounds, the bout transformed. Pacquiao still fired combinations, but Provodnikov's bodywork began to slow the Filipino icon's constant movement. The arena pulsed with momentum swings. A blistering Pacquiao flurry would draw roars, only to be answered by a crushing Provodnikov hook that forced a clinch. It was not merely technical, it was psychological. Experience versus endurance. Precision versus persistence. Technically, Pacquiao's advantages were undeniable. His speed remained elite. His ability to change angles mid-combination created defensive nightmares. Decades of performing on the sport's biggest stages had given him composure that younger fighters rarely possess. Under the brightest lights, he looked calm, but Provodnikov's power hovered like a storm cloud. One perfectly timed counter could tilt everything. He had proven in past wars that he could survive hell and keep walking forward. Against Lucas Matthysse and Timothy Bradley, he showed that he could turn fights into chaos at a moment's notice. The final rounds carried a different tension. Fatigue crept into both men's shoulders. Breathing grew heavier. The exchanges grew shorter, but more violent. Pacquiao's corner urged discipline, move, pivot, avoid prolonged trades. Provodnikov's team demanded pressure, close space, dig to the ribs, force the fight. In the ninth round, a blistering Pacquiao combination snapped Provodnikov's head back, igniting the crowd. For a moment, it seemed like vintage brilliance might overwhelm raw aggression entirely. Yet Provodnikov responded with a body shot so heavy it echoed through the arena, reminding everyone that he was still dangerous. As the 10th and final round unfolded, the narrative crystallized. Pacquiao circled with veteran awareness, choosing his spots carefully. Provodnikov pressed until the final seconds, refusing to concede even symbolic ground. When the bell rang, both men stood tall, sweat-soaked, bruised, but unbroken. Though officially an exhibition, the intensity told another story. Over 10 rounds, Manny Pacquiao's superior speed, ring IQ, and angle manipulation likely secured him a convincing decision in the eyes of most observers. He controlled the early tempo, navigated the dangerous middle rounds, and closed with disciplined precision. But Ruslan Provodnikov ensured there was nothing ceremonial about the night. He forced exchanges. He created doubt. He made the legend work for every moment. From a business perspective, the event was a global success. Pacquiao's immense fan base across Asia and the United States merged with Provodnikov's loyal following in Russia and among hardcore fight fans worldwide. Streaming platforms buzzed. Social media erupted with debate over hypothetical knockdowns and what-if scenarios. Even without titles on the line, the spectacle felt authentic because both men fought as if pride itself were a championship belt. More than statistics or scorecards, what lingered was the reminder of why boxing endures. It is the ultimate test of will. The ring reduces life to its essentials: courage, endurance, skill. Pacquiao's journey from poverty to global icon proved that discipline and vision can rewrite destiny. Provodnikov's path from Siberia's harsh landscapes to world title glory proved that resilience can carve opportunity out of adversity. That night in Las Vegas was not about rewriting records. It was about revisiting greatness. It was about witnessing two warriors, shaped by different worlds, collide in a contest of contrasting philosophies. Speed against pressure, angles against hooks, experience against raw defiance. And when the lights dimmed and the crowd finally dispersed, one truth remained clear. Legends may age, but their fire does not fade easily. What did you think of this explosive clash between Manny Pacquiao and Ruslan Provodnikov? Did Pacquiao's speed and ring IQ prove too much? Or did Provodnikov's relentless pressure make it closer than expected? Drop your analysis in the comments, share your favorite moment from the fight, and let's debate like true boxing fans. If you enjoyed this cinematic breakdown and want more legendary fight stories told with depth and drama, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next battle we bring to life.